All right, ready to roll?
I'm so ready to roll, man.
Love that.
Dude, I'm so fucking ready to roll.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mac. I post videos on Sunday, and today I have a special guest with me, Ashley Gavin. If you guys don't know her, you should. You should follow her on Instagram, you should follow her on YouTube, you should follow her on TikTok, and you should join her email/text list to see where she's gonna be in the country, when she's gonna be there, so you can go to her shows, because I'm gonna be at her show with my little sister in St. Louis. And if you guys live in Missouri,
I'm a stand-up comedian.
She's that too. I just don't say what you do. I'm like, yeah, she does stuff.
It's all magic. It's gay magic.
You don't know what she does, but if you come to the shows, you'll find out. So everybody come. Is there anything else you'd like to say? I guess you can introduce yourself.
That's so nice. Look, I make stuff too. Please, consume it somewhere.
Bottom line. You ready for this?
I'm so ready. I was born ready. This was the moment I was born for, to have a tiny boy who calls himself a lesbian.
That's me, boss. We are gonna be looking at some pictures of Ashley from before she came out. Are these from before you came out, or is this like when you came out?
So I'm ancient Mac subscriber. What do you call your fans? Little Mackies?
I haven't figured it out yet, so if you could help me with that, that would also be great.
I actually named Elena Joy's fans the Joy Babies.
But that's really cute.
Thank you.
What would you name my fans? Like,
because you're named Mac, and I want to go with like a making out pun, like mackin', like these are hardcore mackers, you know what I mean? They're macking on you. They're little mackers is what I want to call them.
It's a little bit invasive, but like, so is my channel, so I kind of like that.
I mean, we can go with Mac babies, but that sounds like they're like children who enjoy MacBooks.
Yeah. These are from when you were coming out?
As I was saying, I'm ancient, and so when pre-coming out is like all photos, like physics. Do you guys know what those are? Back in the day, we used to use a camera, and then we would actually print those objects out and like put them, you know, we'd pin them up and stuff like that. So I don't have a lot of those on me. These are photos from my coming out era into my early gay era. It was a colossal disaster. I looked like shit, and there were no role models for me at the time. Like, there were no hot gay women who were out and proud and like kind of masculine or androgynous.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't exist. Like, there was one gay person, and it was Ellen, and at the time we didn't hate her, we really loved her, and honestly, little youths, she did a lot for us, and I know she's like a bitch, but like, whatever, she did a lot for us, let her be a bitch. So there was just no one for me to look up to, so I didn't know how to dress, I didn't know what to do, you know? I was a lost cause. Right.
Like, wait, I was about to ask you, like, what kind of queer media was there for you to consume? Like, was it literally just
Tumblr. Yeah, it was all like the internet, and I wasn't on that part of the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't, there was the L word, but even that like just freaked me out because it seemed so much about sex.
Yeah.
And I was not a super openly sexual being at the time, because I was just like, you know, I was scared of expressing my sexuality, because at the time, like, you even express yourself a little bit sexually as a queer person, and it was looked at as like flamboyant or predatory.
Yeah.
And so I'm acting like the 2000s were such a horrible, dark time. But compared to now,
yeah,
they kind of were, especially for lesbians. Like, there was a lot more stuff happening with gay men, but even then, there was just so much more homophobia than there is now.
That's so interesting, because it feels like there was such a quick development of like pressing queer culture into like mainstream media with social media. Like,
yes.
The way that social media has changed that, even from when I started like high school or something, what was that, like 8 years ago? The way that has changed, it went from like a couple TV shows to like, you get on social media and it's like everywhere. Like, you can just see it. I think
really the pandemic really changed. People went inside and had to sit down and think for a while, and they were like, oh my God, I'm gay.
Oh my
so
basically, the pandemic really was on the queer agenda. We planned the entire thing so that we could press queer media out a little bit more.
Fun fact, girl boss, it was a woman that invented coronavirus, and she did it to turn you all gay.
Gay girl bosses. So let's just dive right into these pictures. Did you text them to me, or did you email them to me?
I texted them to somebody.
Actually, I don't think you texted them to me. So my question is, who did you text them to?
No. Are you joking? I just texted some random person. You can do this in whatever order you want. This was like, I thought I'd been out for like 5 years at this point. I'm like a gay comic. This is my first TV appearance. And I thought I had figured it out. I was like, I'm hot. I match my plaid to my shoes. Like, I am a sexy gay. Flannel was huge at the time. But my hair and eyebrow, look at my hair in that.
The
like,
way that your shoes aren't in this, but now I know that they match your shirt, is so disrespectful because I want to see it so bad.
Oh, there's another one where it will be.
Oh, thank God.
So, like, I really genuinely thought I was hot in that photo. I was like, and that's the only pose I knew how to do, just like super like that. Yeah, like,
listen,
yeah.
You're not hot in this photo.
I'm not hot in that photo. Mac, don't.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I will not lie to you.
Please keep the year. Also keep the year up because I know some of your followers weren't born in 2015. So the year, there's like a 7-year-old lesbian following you somewhere. So the year is 2015. Flannel was huge. And I just thought it was so funny that had said B. I was in a that's like probably a men's shirt. I wore a lot of like men's stuff at the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, it didn't fit me. And I think it's very important that your clothes fit. Men, women's, whatever, get them tailored so that they actually fit you.
That is a really good tip.
Because if you like to dress in a more masculine style, of course, like, do whatever makes you feel euphoric and good.
Absolutely.
And this is true regardless of what section you're shopping in or what your gender is. Like, sometimes clothes just could fit you better if you get them tailored, regardless if they're like the correct, and I'm saying that in quotes because I don't believe this shit, wear whatever makes you feel good.
Absolutely.
But if it doesn't look good, get it tailored. It's not that expensive either. It's really not.
So when I like became gay, like when I chose to be gay, as one does, I came in
when you put in the form.
Right, I put in the application. The processing time was really low the month that I signed up, so I got in really fast. Flannel was like just now phasing out.
Chain issues and the kids are coming in late.
Right. They got super backed up. Like, we planned the pandemic so more people would like come out as gay, and now they're just like totally backed up.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Flannel was like slowly coming out as I came out. Flannel came out. I kind of got out right as that did.
And you were lucky. It is a part of the mid-2000s that I'm glad we got rid of.
I'm more concerned about the flat bill hat in this than I am about the flannel.
There's a lot to be concerned about, and the flat bill hat is definitely a red flag.
But I think the beaver's cute. It's the stripes with the flat bill for me. What hat are you wearing now? Is this like flat bill or is this like curved?
Oh, this is definitely a red flag. Also, I'm so greasy, please ignore my hair, but it says live fast, eat ass. One of my fans made it for me. Thank you, Joy.
Somebody custom made you that hat?
Isn't that so nice?
That's so fucking nice. I'm gonna rate these on like a scale of like, how close are you to fully coming into yourself and like who you really are. I feel like you were at like a solid 3 in this. I feel like judging from you now, Ashley.
I thought I was gonna get like a 6 or a 7.
No, because look at you now. Like, you've got on a nice sweatshirt. The color works with your hat. Like, the red and green. No.
I don't know what I was thinking.
You've got the hat on backwards instead of forwards. You've got a little bit of a curve. It's a custom made hat from a fan.
Also, like, my hair in that photo, just unforgivable. You could clothe children in nations that, like, these poor kids. Take some of my hair, please, for the kids.
The reason I gave you a 3 instead of like a 1 is because you rolled up the sleeves really high, and so like forearms exposed, finger pointing out, like.
I had no intention with that. That was just luck.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you learn anything from that?
Everyone uses like social media now in such a different way. Like, no one was like really, it was like all duck face at the time. Like, no one knew what they were doing. People know what they're doing now.
You're a pioneer. You kind of are a pioneer though. Actually, I said that as a joke, but honestly.
I'm not a pioneer. I'm an old gay lady.
Let me just say this, and this might be like on me, but you're the only queer comedian that I follow. Not to say that I wouldn't follow more, but like.
I think I might be the first gay comedian that isn't afraid to be gay forward, because I know straight people are gonna like it. I'm not afraid of like, I just don't care about, because for so long people were like, maybe don't lead with it. Like people used to say that shit to me. Like, oh, do you not have any, do you have any not gay stuff? Do you have any? And of course I do. But the thing is, like, straight people think this is funny, you piece of shit. Literally. You thought it was funny, why do you care what I'm talking about? And now finally, people are not asking me that anymore, they're just like accepting that it's funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's very nice.
So that's like the equivalent to people on my profile. I'll sometimes get like comments on TikTok that are like, your whole personality is being gay. Like that's all you post about. And I'm like, it's not, but a lot of it is related to me being gay because I am gay. And it's like,
you're gay. Because you're fucking gay.
Because I'm gay. And it's also a thing where it's like, I don't know if you relate to this, but like growing up, I felt very oppressed in like my home life. And so then when you're able to express that and like be open about it, it's like a thing where it's really exciting and you like want to like scream it and like tell everybody about it and share.
People don't know that people's straightness is as apparent as our gayness. Like, dude, you're wearing cargo shorts in that photo. Literally. That is a straight photo. That is your personality. Literally. Like, you're holding up a fish in that photo. That's a straight photo. That's your like straight personality. They just don't get called on it.
Yeah.
And they call us on it because they're not used to it.
Exactly. Wow, I never like pinpointed exactly what it was, but that's totally what it is.
Straight people holding fish.
I was on the bass fishing team in high school.
Okay, gay.
Yeah, no, it's really.
Also, bass fishing team and I'm from New York City. That is crazy. That is crazy.
It was an experience. We were the only female team out of everyone, out of all the redneck boys. It was incredible.
You are gay. You are gay.
It was gay.
You are the gayest gay that ever gayed.
But the
all girls bass fishing team in high school. You were like, can't get enough fish.
I subbed that in for the softball team. Next picture. Wow.
There, you can see there's red in the plaid and there's red in my shoes. That was my college tour. This was around the same time. And these kids came to the show wearing their flannel to like match with me because they knew I was gonna wear flannel. That's how really flannel cute. I was. I was just so into flannel.
There, pioneer again. You made flannel.
Yes. The children at Jamestown Community College, I am an icon to them.
You were out after this? Like you were out during this?
I was out, yeah. Okay. That was like probably the queer club that brought me to the school to perform.
Thank God. I was gonna say, even if you weren't, you were. Like, I cannot tell you. And the flat bill, again, the flat bill.
I thought that hat was so cool. The brim is made of wood. Why did I bought it on Etsy.
The brim is made of wood?
Yeah, zoom in. The brim is made of wood.
Was that heavy? How are you gonna? I'm just imagining.
I had to get my neck strong to go down on women. Why? How do you think that?
I'm just imagining you like making out with a girl and her hitting your wood brimmed hat over and over. Did the hat come off, or was it like a thing that made you feel like burly? Like
this is so.
I think we could do a video.
So upsetting.
I think we could do a video just on the evolution of your hair because your hair is so nice now. You have really pretty hair.
Thank you. I'm lucky. I have thick, good, healthy hair, and I just let it out like wolf, like the hair of wolf in these photos. I literally could survive in the woods in Missouri in the middle of winter, just wrapped up in my own fucking hair.
You could meet up with me. We could fish to stay alive.
Right.
Fish for survival. I would wear this if I was going to a farm and I could tuck in the shirt and then like trade out the shoes for like some boots, and then I would take off the hat. But I would wear it.
I don't think you mean that. I think you're imagining a totally different shirt that fits you right, jeans that fit you right.
I need the tailor.
Like, and you're on a, also the fact that you're like, oh, I'd wear that if I were going to a farm, as if that's some sort of consolation. That's a oh yeah, I'd totally wear that if I were gonna go wrestle some pigs.
I would rate this on 1 to like fully self-discovered, a 5.
Thank you.
I feel like you're halfway there. Okay, wait, this one's just really cute.
That is a little closer to hot.
So what's the story behind the leaves? What are we doing here? Let's just having a good day. What?
And I was in Paris with a girl, and on a trip. She had work there, so I was like, and I work in Italy actually, which is so weird at the same time. So I was like, why don't I just fly to Paris and we'll, you know, hang out in Paris.
You were in Paris with a girl on a trip?
Yeah. I'm an adult gay.
Dude.
I was doing a grown-up shit.
I don't care what you're wearing. You're in Paris with a girl on a trip, like you won. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, frankly. And this outfit, actually, I would actually wear this right now, minus the hat.
Okay, all right. I don't think that's true. I think the photo was a bad. You also have to remember our quality of camera was much lower then. You can't capture all of the ugliness. It's like pixelated and fuzzy and stuff like that.
Doing us a couple favors. This picture's really cute. You look really happy. I know skinny jeans were in, whatever, but like these pants now would smack. I have a pair of pants that looks like this. Do you wear skinny jeans now?
Not really.
What kind of pants do you go for?
I wear like looser jeans, like what is more in now, sweatpants, like joggers, stuff like that.
I would dead ass wear this outfit minus the snapback.
This is like one of my few brightly colored shirts. I really like neutrals.
Yeah.
And I wore this because I was like, I'm on a young YouTuber's channel. I gotta bring out like my fucking trendy shit, you know? So, but mostly I wear a lot of neutrals. Like if this were in plain, like a plain neutral color, I would wear it as well. I would actually love that if that were the case, but they didn't make one like that.
I have to go higher because you're in Paris with a girl on a trip. I'm sorry, I'm still so taken aback by that. That's not an experience I've ever had. And I feel like I will never have that experience. But
I have an oyster place that I can recommend when you go, and we fucked, dude. The saying about them being aphrodisiacs, that we had it was good.
I've never had oysters before.
Why have I not talked about this on the podcast?
Give me your top 3 aphrodisiacs.
Being funny. Girls love funny. A comedy show. Honestly, when you are in a great mood,
that's true.
You leave a really funny movie or a really funny show, like you are gonna fuck, dude. You're gonna fuck.
In other words, sign up for Ashley's email and text list so you can go to the show.
Or listen to my podcast.
Listen to her podcast. We're having gay sex. I'm gonna be on her podcast. I feel like a lot of people on this already do listen to your podcast because I posted the day that we did the podcast. I was like vlogging. And I posted the vlog and I was like, oh, I just saw we're having gay sex. Everybody's like, oh my God, like I can't wait to listen.
Oh, cool.
So like a lot of people already listen to that, but.
That's so nice.
If you don't.
So many people have messaged me being like, when is the episode with Mac coming out? And I'm like, would you just fucking subscribe, you piece of shit? If you literally get a notification that it's out.
For the situation, a 7 out of 10. For the outfit and vibe alone, I hate that I just said vibe. I feel like you also hate that I just said vibe.
I know where I am, Mac. I know where I am. I know what channel this is.
You know your place here. For the situation, the outfit, I give it a 6.
Okay.
Because like the colors all match. And again, I would wear that.
Okay, so this is probably like 2008. I have my first out girlfriend in college. We went on a little trip together. I had no sense of fashion at the time. I think I just had a sweatshirt on and she thought it was hilarious to do femme things to me. So she took one of her headbands, which were super in at the time, like super preppy headbands like that. This is like right before 2010, like preppy stuff was like super in. And she took her headband and put it on my acne-ridden head and thought this was just like a funny little photo. So this is a photo of me on a bus with my very femme girlfriend, and she thought this was hilarious. And when I tell you, I wish the rest of the outfit were present, because when I tell you that I had no sense of style, I had no sense of style. Like I was just all graphic tees, like not even in like a fun way, and like baggy jeans every day.
First of all, let me say like, I'm really comforted by the fact that she put this on you, because when I saw this, I thought you just actively chose to wear it. But like, we'll do anything. We'll do anything for our first girlfriend. I let my first girlfriend femme me up. Like, I let her put me in a skirt. I didn't want to wear it. I was making the same face you're wearing in this, but like, we'll do anything.
Yeah, we are little simps. We're little simps, paint our nails, whatever, we don't
Maybe care. That's what I should call them.
They love to do it. They love to do it.
Why do they love to do it? They do love to do it. What is that?
It's sick. It's a sick form of domination. Like, look at you, little bottom bitch, wearing that headband. And again, disclaimer, just because you're a bottom doesn't mean you wear preppy headbands, but for the joke!
This face that you're making in this This is the face I was making in all of my pictures with all of my ex-boyfriends. The level of discomfort, the level of like, I want to be removed, take your arm off me, like, why are you standing so close to me? I had a lot of boyfriends. I've had more boyfriends than girlfriends.
You're so gay, that's so interesting to me. I've never had a boyfriend.
Yeah, you've never had a boyfriend?
I had like a pseudo boyfriend in 7th grade that I kissed like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, see, some of mine were also like, well, I had 2 boyfriends in middle school and then I had 2 boyfriends in high school.
I don't know how I did that.
So you're a gold star gay. Am I allowed, is that like a mean term now? Are people like canceling people over saying they're gold star? I feel like it's like, it feels a little bit.
Why?
It feels like kind of biphobic.
Because they're saying that it's not, we shouldn't erase or punish people.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a difference between, first of all, no one actually says they're a gold star with pride. No one's like, yeah, I'm better than you.
I'm
a gold star. No one says that, okay? It's a joke. It's a joke about a way of identifying. It's like, oh, congratulations, you avoided men over the course of your lifetime. It's a bit about hating men. And also, like, of course people who have hooked up with men are just as queer as people who haven't.
Absolutely.
And of course, like, this is not an actual prize that's given to gay people. It's just a joke. And like, we see, and other queers who've hooked up with all different types of people, we see you are just as queer. There's no measure of queerness.
100%.
We love you.
That being said, when you put in your processing papers, if you tell them you're a gold star, they will expedite the process. But
they will expedite the process. And in fact, I am the one doing it. So make sure you spray a little perfume on your form.
Okay, I would rate this one. So on the journey to self-discovery, but you were discovering like the lengths that you would go to for women. You let her put this headband on you, and it doesn't look like you put up a fight.
No, I didn't.
How willing were you? Like,
this girl, I would have done anything for her.
Yeah, okay, I feel that. That's very much first girlfriend vibes.
If you are a woman, I would do anything for you. If you are not a cis dude, I would do anything for you. That's like the bottom line.
That's what I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start calling my subscribers little simps.
They are little simps.
They are little simps. If you follow this page, you're a little simp. If you follow this page, you would let a hot femme girl do anything to you, or a hot mass girl do anything to you. It's disgusting. 6 out of 10 on the journey to self-discovery, because you were learning everything that you would let a woman do to you.
This is like pre-comedy, post-graduation, me hanging out with my friends. I did not know how to take a photo. The hair is bad. The eyebrows are bad. I'm out at work for the first time. Those are my friends. Mostly from work, also from college.
No hat is the first thing I
No
noticed.
hat.
Are your friends queer?
Yes, one of my friends is queer in that, yeah.
Is it the one with the ice cream cone?
No, it's not the friend with the ice cream cone. Yeah.
She's not even bi?
You're like, I can't date her?
She's not
She's
available?
looking, this is from my channel's video, but she's looking at ice cream cone the way I'm looking at coffee cup, and I feel like we would have a really great time together.
If you want to get that joke, you have to go watch the video on Ashley's channel. The way that you seem just as uncomfortable as you did in the last one, but the situation is so different. There's no headband, there's no reason for it. You just didn't want to take this picture.
Uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable.
When you look at like, this is just a very general question, but when you look at like pictures of like when you were self-discovering and when you were like coming out or before you were coming out, and then you look at pictures of you now, are there overarching differences? Like, are you like a generic thing to say would be like, I smile now?
People tell me that I seem like a different person.
Yeah.
You should go watch this video of me doing this, like, it's on YouTube, it's like me doing a TED Talk about computer science. I'm out, but I still am like, it takes time, I'm so much more confident.
Yeah.
I am full is the way that I would describe it. Like, I'm not afraid of what people are gonna think of me. I'm not holding back at all. Like, I'm just fully myself, and it took 30 years for me to get to that point. Your 20s suck also. Listener, or whoever you are, subscriber, Lil Mackie, Lil Simp, Max Sim.
Lil Simp.
Your 20s suck. Your 20s are really hard, and I highly just get through it. It gets so much better when you're older.
I'm gonna give that one also a 6 out of 10. Just because you seem unhappy. And like, I want you to seem like happier. You do seem like a different person now. Like your confidence, like people can tell when you're confident and people can tell when you're like not confident. That's something really interesting about like coming out.
I'm also happier. I had like some depression and anxiety throughout my adolescence and through my 20s. Honestly, probably my whole life. I talk about this a lot on my podcast, but that helped a lot, like treating that stuff. I have tons of thoughts and this too much is too much, but absolutely. Yes, being happy is very helpful.
Being happy is so helpful. Like coming out and embracing that, like those parts of you. And like, I think for a lot of people, and like for me, learning to enjoy the process of like discovering my gender expression and like discovering my sexuality and like figuring that out and just experiencing things and feeling them and reacting to them like how you want to naturally really react to them. Like it makes you feel so much more free because you don't have to hide like when you're by yourself, you don't have to hide when you're around other people, and so you're just like confident and happy.
I know what it is.
Yeah, you do know what it is. I don't even need to show you this. Can I ask Halloween, question mark, please?
It was Halloween, but I love that costume. I would put it on St. Patrick's Day. Any day where I could dress up for some reason, I put on this leprechaun costume. This was the closest to gender euphoria I felt before I fully figured myself out, honestly. This is pre-coming out. Dressing up as a leprechaun was like the only way to tell people that like, I'm like sort of a dude. Not actually, but in a mythical way, I'm like a hilarious guy. And this was like the only way that I could express that.
This smile on your face is just like, we can role play it if you want. Like, the way that, also, okay, I'm gonna say something they're probably gonna hate me for. And you're probably also gonna tell me that I'm lying again, but I would dead ass wear this green outfit. Like without the hat and the beard, I would wear that.
I actually agree with because today's fashion is super weird and I could totally see, not that one, because that's a homemade costume, but like a professionally made green suit.
I would
like a
fuck
bright
with
green
that.
suit. So people would wear that today.
Absolutely, I would wear that today. That would, I don't know about the beard, but man, okay, the way that you look so happy in this is so cute though. Wait, what year was this?
I just wanted to make, this was like 2006, and I just wanted to make people laugh, and like, I wasn't doing comedy, I wasn't living my truth, I wasn't pursuing the arts. This was just like a moment in time. Oh, that makes me want to cry. Like poor little Ashley, like you were not supposed to be there. You were not supposed to be doing that. You needed to be a comedian, and this was like one day of the year that you got to like dress up and be funny, you know? And
Stop.
I think that's why I liked it so much.
That makes me love the picture so much. And like, okay, also you're flexing the fingers on the cup. We talked about this. Your fingers look good, Ashley. The cup looks very small. It makes your hand look very big. Did you purposefully choose a small cup, or is this a normal size cup?
I wasn't gay yet. Dude, here's how positive I was at this point. I was a straight woman putting on that costume being like, no, I fucking love sucking dick. No, I love dudes so much. I like totally had a boyfriend, and he is real. And he is not a girl that I changed to a boy for story purposes to make people think that I'm straight. And I put on this beard, and I'm in the bed.
This is a wonderful
Everyone
picture.
else is dressed up as like a slutty nurse, a slutty whatever. I'm dressed up straight up as a leprechaun. Like, I'm straight.
You're gonna catch me in a tunic next year. I'm like dead ass. I was thinking about it because I rewatched Hercules the other night, and I was like, that tunic?
Come here. Let's do Halloween. I'll dress up. I'll be like I'll be your dad.
If we're doing like a couple's costume, we need something better. There's something that's right for us.
I think I could play your dad in a movie.
You could play my dad?
In a movie.
like
You're my son and I'm your dad.
That would actually like make my life complete. Can I start telling people you're my dad?
Yeah, tell people that I'm your biological father.
I would love
my
that.
biological father is actually Gavin.
That's my new Tinder bio. Do you know how many swipes are we getting?
Actually, Gavin is my biological father. We need a photo of me and you like bass fishing, like fake. Hold up.
This feels like you were able to have gender euphoria for like once in your life, a 7 out of 10 on the journey of self-discovery.
But this is like the photo that I'm like, oh, this is the hottest I've ever looked in my entire life.
I love this photo. This is such a good picture. The outfit is everything.
I have to shout out my photographer, Corinne Louie, who is a genius. She does headshots and promo shots in New York City. We have to shout her out.
Absolutely.
When I saw this photo, I was like, this is who I want to be.
Yeah.
Like, I have achieved it. This is gay who I want. Like, it's neither really femme nor masc. You could see it however you want to see it.
Yeah.
And I look, and that's how I feel that I am. Like, people can interpret me the way that they want to interpret me, which is sort of fun for me. I like having both sides of myself being present and like people not really knowing which one is happening, and being surprised by both. Like, people are surprised by the masculinity and the femininity, and I feel like that's like who I am and what I like.
I absolutely love this picture. I like the difference in like how confident you look. Like, you look so sure of yourself. Well, Ashley, this picture's incredible. Thank you so much for being on the first episode of this. If this is a series, if you guys want this to be a series, comment down below and I will bring on another one of my queer
I think
friends.
It's a great series.
I love the way that we're like looking at your journey and like the differences in queer people, like before they come out and after. I love talking about that with people because it's so interesting, and like this has been incredible to like learn a little bit about your journey and just like about how expressing yourself in different ways can mean so much to a person, more than like outside and inside. It changes things so much. But yeah, thank you so much for being on here, Ashley. Guys, make sure that you go check out Ashley's page. You can follow her on Instagram. All her stuff is gonna be down in the description, so make sure you go check it all out.
It really helps.
Other than that, make sure that you also subscribe to me, please and thank you.
You are such a wonderful young, like, you're a great role model. I've like so loved working with you.
I have loved working with, like, you are my favorite. I haven't really collabed with anyone actually, so I can't, it doesn't mean anything for me to say that.
You're my favorite. I've only collabed with you, but so far you're the best.
I've only collabed with you, but yeah, I'm gonna collab with you, and then my next collab is like with my ex-boyfriend. So that'll be interesting.
All right, I'm probably better than that one.
Probably better. Well, I did gain a dad today. So hashtag Ashley Gavin is my daddy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Peace.